Hi guys, thought I'd bring you along to another little musing on the track in my squeaky van. And I've been thinking, you know, it's like when I do these, I really have got no particular pre-planned idea about what I'm going to talk about. I kind of put myself into this, I suppose you could call it a creative flow or a responsive flow, where I just try and tune in to some either thoughts that I've been having or feelings that I'm feeling. And there's always so many things around that can be calling for my attention, you know. And I'm sure it can be like that for everybody, where these things just call for us. And I was thinking, recently I've been thinking about whatever we think something is, it becomes. So this perspective that we have and how we project our perspectives and our opinions onto situations and people and ourselves and the world around us, and it can get really easy to become caught up in it, to become caught up in everything. And I know for myself, I don't truly like to be caught up in anything too much. I mean, obviously I have the things that I love to get caught up in, but even then I can see that getting caught up in even the things that I can be very passionate about can have an effect that I'm getting caught up in something outside of myself. And it can be so easily done with just a little bit of unconsciousness. A little bit can take us away and take me away. And I just feel very, very blessed and very thankful in my life that I'm able to connect to something greater than myself or my perceived persona of myself. Because when I say myself, what I'm really saying is this identity that has been created for me, and I've helped to create, or the part that what's been created has helped in its own creation as well. The ego, the mind, the persona, however we want to see it, whatever we want to call it. And of course, within the world, this ego, this mind, this persona is very important in some ways. However, it's not, as I'm sure you know, the be-all and end-all of our existence. In fact, the be-all and end-all of our existence gives life, gives animation, gives manifestation to this kind of avatar. And it's like, you know, as we move into deeper levels of technology and people are becoming more and more involved, and the technology is becoming more and more involved with people. Not only people becoming more and more involved with it, but the technology itself is becoming more and more involved with people, and the lines are becoming blurry, more blurry than I've ever seen them in my short time on this planet. And many people that I speak to are very concerned about new technology basically overtaking our lives. So I feel now is even more important than ever, but it's always been more important, because it's really, for me, it is what I feel we're here to do. And that is to be able to see beyond this avatar, this persona, ego, mind that we have. And I include the body in that. And see from a much deeper picture. See from a much deeper perspective. To allow ourselves to truly put things into perspective. Because without perspective, we can obviously respond in exaggerated ways, or you could even say non-exaggerated ways, where we become complacent. So it's really important, I feel, right now, to check in with ourselves. For me to check in with myself and to really clear those blurry lines, and to understand what is the be-all and end-all. What really is the be-all and end-all. Not what somebody has told me is, not someone's version, not something that's trying to be forced upon me, but for me, just to know it for myself, which we can. No one can do it for me. I can't do it for anyone else. It is the way it is. And I'm happy that it is the way it is. I'm glad that it's all about our own personal experiences. And I would not want this kind of level of experience to be in the hands of anybody else. Not because there's no one else I trust, but because this is intimately, the most intimately mine, as you are with yourself, the most intimate. And sometimes, as I say, it can be difficult, and sometimes we can get distracted by so many things. However, that does not take away the magnitude and the importance of this understanding. So it's been quite a long one, and I've really enjoyed it. And as I said, I didn't know what I was going to be really talking about or conferring in or musing upon, because it is amusing after all. And these are just some things for me, my reflections. I hope you gain something from them. I hope they give you something, and I thank you for coming along on this journey and sharing it with me. And from always, my heart to your hearts, and see you on the next one. Take care. Hasta luego.